Hey guys, it's David DD Drums. Welcome to lesson how to play all the small things by Blink-182 on drums. Now today we cover every single part in the whole lesson. In fact, if you want to get the sheet music, you can from the description section below. It's got like 4 pages of the parts transcribed all just for you. Otherwise, let's get into it, right? Now the lesson, so today's song is played at 150 BPM and we're going to go through every single section, as I said, starting with the intro fill. Now, the intro fill happens between the floor tom and the snare, right? And you count like this: 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's where the snare and the floor tom land. Then we go into the chorus beat. Now, the chorus beat I've written in 8th notes because you could play it as 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but you would just accent the 1, 2, 3, 4 and really play the ands pretty lightly. Like you're not going to really hear it, like this. Like you can hear I'm playing the 1, 2, 3, 4, but you can't really hear the ands at all. But it's just a great way to kind of keep time. Otherwise, if you want, you just play like this. But the actual beat sounds like this. Played a lot slower. Yeah, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. By the way, a bit of a practice tip with any fast songs, if you want to learn to play them accurately, try going to YouTube settings and slow down the song to about 0.75 and play along at that tempo, and you'll find that you'll learn it really well. Okay, so that's the main chorus beat. Okay, that happens in the song. Then you have the fill that leads into the verses, and here's how that sounds. The way you want to count that is like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I definitely would play it left, right, kick, kick. And just practice it slowly. Okay, next we have the verse beat, which is on the hats. And you're basically going to play, the hats playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but accent the 1, 2, 3, 4. With a song played at 150 BPM, you're going to need to play like that. Or else, if you're playing like this, it can get a little bit tiring at that tempo. Great beat to learn, such a classic rock beat, and even if you don't like this song, which I doubt that's the case, but you certainly want to master this beat because you're going to play this beat in so many different songs. Now the reason why you came here really wasn't for the beats, it was probably for the fills. So this is verse fill number 1, sounds like this. Bit slower. So basically what I'm doing there is 1 and up, 2 and 3 and up. That hi-hat on the 2 and is opened up, okay? And just practice it, building up the tempo. Faster. Now, in the verse beat, at one point, at a couple of points actually, he opens up the hi-hat. Travis Barker opens up the hi-hat on the fore and, okay, sounds like this. Okay, so opening up the fore and. Okay. A really good beat to practice. You know, he only does it like one time in each verse, but you certainly, to get good practice on that, just try looping that beat over and over. And by the way, when you open up the hats, probably keep your left foot flat and just raise the toes rather than raising your whole leg. At least that's my take on it. I prefer to do that because it helps to keep balance when you're playing the drums. Now the pre-chorus section is a 4-bar section that's played mostly using like the floor tom, you know, bass drum as well, and the tom and snare. But mainly in this part, you're playing the floor tom like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's the center of this beat. And I'll go through each bar, but here's how the 4 bars sound together. And played a lot slower. Now I'm going to suggest with this section, just take it 1 bar at a time. Like the first bar sounds like this. And the second bar, third bar, and the fourth bar. So you notice the second and the fourth bar are exactly the same, right? Then you put them all together. And just practice. It's a lot of fun to play. Quite a challenging pattern at about 150 BPM, but definitely work towards that. Great part to play. Now the chorus has a fill that shows up quite a lot. Chorus fill number 1. Here's how it sounds. So, you know, the 3 and 4 and. Now the chorus beat variation, okay, it's almost the same as the chorus beat, except there's a single bass drum on the count 1. You don't have the 1 and, it's just going to be the 1 on the bass, like this. Now I haven't mentioned this, but if you don't have a crash cymbal on your right side, you can just use a ride cymbal and just crash the ride like this. A lot slower. Now one of the most favorite fills in this song is fill number 2. Okay, now this fill is a 16th note fill, has a lot of toms and a lot of crash cymbals as well. Here's how it sounds. Okay, when we slow that one down, Not an easy pattern to play. It's going to take some work. It's a good one to play though, just good practice, okay? Now the bridge section is a 16-bar section. Really, it's mainly focused on two different ideas. One is just playing the snare pattern. Here's how it sounds. Now that bridge section, if I slow that right down, okay, this is how it's going to sound. Really, there's two ideas. The first idea is playing that 2-bar section, which is so that ending is like a triplet, right, left, left on the 4 and. One thing you might want to practice is like the right, left, left, right, left, left. Just keep on practicing that to get that idea happening. The last 2 lines though in that section it changes because it goes to playing 16th notes and with accents for the most part as well. So here's how those last 2 lines pretty much sound. So you notice how when we come out of that section it has the very end of the fill does that. All right, okay, so we're back. We just ran out of battery or whatever. We ran out of room on the camera. So we're going through the outro section. Now the outro section is like, it's a 17-bar section, okay? And it's mainly playing the groove, and it's got those fills in there, okay? It's got 2 different fills that happen. So here's the first 8 bars. Here's what they sound like. So you can hear in the outro section, every 4th bar is doing that. Okay, that's the first 8 bars anyway. That's what's going on there. And the next 8 bars of the outro sound like this. And there you go, guys. There's all the parts for all the small things by Blink-182 on drums. If you want to get the sheet music for this lesson, you can from the description section down below. And anyway, guys, also if you've got some value, hit the like button, subscribe for more lessons like this, and awesome, guys. I'll see you all next time.